You want to make more money, if you want a new car, if you want to just level up your life, you got to stop wasting money on these 9 things. Now, if you're not wasting money on these 9 things, then you have nothing to worry about. But if you are, let's talk about it. You ready to make money online? Like, share, subscribe. Let me show you how to make money online like this. Now, if you want to make your first $500 online, and I'm going to show you for absolutely free, click the link in the description and I'll show you how to make your first $500 online while you sleep, even if you just started today. I'll see you there. All around the world want to make more money, but people don't want to sacrifice. And in this video, we're going to talk about 9 things that are a complete waste of money. These 9 things could be the thing that's stopping you from getting to that next level of your money, of your life. Like, share, subscribe. And I got some notes over here. Let's get right into it. So the first thing that is a complete waste of money is designer clothes, name brands. Now listen, I'm 46 years old, so I'm not going around chasing Gucci. And, every now and then, you might want a nice Balenciaga shirt or, a Louis Vuitton shirt or, every now and then you want something nice, but it's a complete waste of money. Here's when it's a complete waste of money. It's a complete waste of money when you're not willing to invest into yourself, but you're willing to go and spend that money to go get that, to only post on Instagram to act like life is better than it really is. Do you understand that, the majority of people that post online, they're not posting their real life. They're not posting how life really is. I know people that are for sure broke, for sure a step away from the streets broke. And they're going and buying all of the nice Gucci and all of the nice things, but they're only doing it to look like their life is a certain way on social media. That makes no sense. If you're in your 20s and your 30s, understand that makes no sense. Hell, if you're in your 40s and you're still doing that, you in trouble. Especially, now listen to me, if you're trying to level up and if you're trying to get to another level of your money, this is a waste of money. You can always do that later on. And I'm not saying don't have nice things. That's not what I'm saying. You can always have nice things, but you don't have to go and spend $5,000 on a t-shirt, but you're not willing to spend $500 on a course that can help you buy $25,000 shirts. Like, people just gotta get their priorities right. I have very few pieces of designer clothing, very few, because I'm not going and spending my money on that stuff. I would rather spend my money on something that's going to take my mind, take my business to another level. And then, I can go and buy whatever it is that I want. I can go and do whatever it is that I want. But it's not smart when you working on becoming a millionaire. It's not smart. So designer clothes, you got to cut that out if you want to level up and take your money to another level. Now, another thing that's a complete waste of money, unused subscriptions. Look, I don't know how many times, and I make multiple 6 figures from home online every single year, but we don't have 20,000 subscriptions that we're paying for. There's people out here that will go, every time a new iPhone comes out, they get the new iPhone. Every time a new Android comes out, they get a new Android. Every time a new streaming service or TV service comes out, they get, they have to have it. I know people, literally, they have Zeus, they have Netflix, they have Peacock, they have Prime, they have HBO, they have Showtime, they have, and they pay individually for each one of these services, but don't have money to be able to take their life to another level, to be able to learn, to be able to grow, let alone buy a book to read something. Look, unused subscriptions is whooping a lot of people. You got to get rid of those things that you don't need. In my opinion, if you don't have $10,000 in the bank, you shouldn't be watching TV any damn way. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. People may not like that, but it is what it is. This is how serious I am about getting to my next level. If you're not that serious, you playing. You wasting your time. Life is a game. You know, for some people, life is a game and people are playing games with life. I'm not playing games with life. So you got to get rid of those unused subscriptions. Now, the next thing is, lottery tickets. Now, let me break this down, right? Buying a lottery ticket is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but hear me out. When you are in a situation and you want to make more money and you want to level up your life, buying a lottery ticket is not the smartest thing to do. Here's why. It's the mindset behind buying a lottery ticket. Everybody that purchases lottery tickets believe in their mind, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to spend a little bit of money and I'm going to make a lot of money. Think of that mindset. I'm going to do a little bit, but I expect a lot. That mindset will keep people poor. That mindset will keep people. I know people that, and I always know people, right? But I know people that's been buying lottery tickets for the last 10 years of their life, and they're struggling. But the mindset behind purchasing a lottery ticket is, man, I'm trying to win this 15 million. But what have you done? Like, you don't understand that. Let's say you do win the 15 million because your mind is not prepared or ready for that money. You're going to spend that money quicker than you can even think about it because your mind is not ready for it. So honestly, buying a lottery ticket is not the smartest thing to do when you're leveling up because your mind is not ready to even receive the money. Think about it. What would you do right now? Let me know in the comments. What would you do right now if you won $15 million in the lottery? Most people say, oh man, I'm going to go invest it. Man, I'm going to go buy some real estate. I'm going to go put my money in some crypto. Man, please. People will spend $1 million on clothes, $1 million on shoes, go and buy a house, go and buy an expensive car, give everybody in the family money, and they'll have $1,000 left and feel stupid after that. It's the mindset behind the lottery tickets. That's why I don't gamble. It's the mindset behind it. I don't want to sit back as a grown man thinking like, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of money up here and hopefully I get it back. With no work, no sacrifice, no investment. I just want to do a little bit and get a lot. That mindset, you can't level up from that mindset. Now, the next thing is food delivery. Now, hear me out. Anything that I'm talking about here, there is nothing wrong with you doing these things, but there is something wrong with it when you're leveling up your life, when you're trying to get to another level of finance, another level of money. There's something wrong with buying $300 worth of pizza and DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that stuff. Get your lazy butt up and go and get it. Look, I understand. Sometimes I do the same thing. Sometimes you don't want to leave the house. Sometimes you don't want to, you don't want to cook. You just want to sit and be lazy. I get that. But it's when you're doing it every single day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, and you're not willing to invest in yourself. Notice I keep saying that. Because that's the person that I'm talking to. The person that will call everything a scam, but will go and buy food delivery. Not saying that's a scam, but it's like, come on. Like, you're wasting pointless money. Cook some food. 9 times out of 10, all that food that you eat from DoorDash and Uber Eats, it's not healthy anyway. It's not healthy. Now, let's move to the next thing. A lot of people will disagree with this, but this is my opinion. Weed, alcohol, and cigarettes. Waste of money. It's a waste of money. Look, now, I used to smoke weed. I have a taste of some alcohol every now and then, but cigarettes, I never touch cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? That don't make cigarettes bad. It's bad for me, but these things are vices. These things are things that people abuse, people, and it's nothing wrong with any of them. But again, when you're trying to get to another level of life, You're spending your last $50 on an eighth of weed. You're spending your last $100 at the club on drinks. You're spending your last I don't even know how much cigarettes cost, but you're spending your last $30 on a pack of cigarettes. When you think about that, it's a waste of money, you know? Now, here's another thing that's a waste of money. Getting in trouble with the law. All of the money that you got to pay in court fees. Now, I know absolutely nothing about getting in trouble with the law because I've never been in trouble with the law, you know. But I have a godson right now who's going through a lot right now. And he made one bad decision. And his life has changed forever. His life is totally different. You know, the amount of money that he has to pay back and all of the things that he's going through, it's just, you know, not having the money to pay a lawyer and then having to deal with a public defender. Now, I'm not a court expert. I'm not a prison expert. But from what I saw, public defenders do not care about your case. All they care about is getting their paycheck. So they're just going to line up everybody and they're not going to fight for you. So it's a waste of money to get in trouble with the law. Again, if you're in your 20s, your teens, your 30s, or your 40s, and you still getting in trouble, cut that out, man. Cut that out, man. Because you wasting your life, man. You know, stealing from people, robbing people, like, cut that out, man. Cut that out. It's a waste of money. Cut it out. Now, next, trying to look rich. Now, here's something that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people struggle with this one, right? It's a complete waste of money trying to look rich. And that's basically the same thing as designer clothes, name brands. But it's a complete waste of money to try to look rich. Here's the thing. When you're trying to look rich and you don't have $1 in your pocket, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just think about that. You don't have $1 in your pocket. You have, or, you know, as soon as you get a check, you go and you spend all your money to look like life is, you know, why people go and get these most expensive car notes knowing they can't afford it, but they're doing it just to look good online. You got to understand that people really don't care that much. They really don't care that much. You know, so trying to impress people, it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. Next, clubs and bars. Waste of money. Waste of money. You know, I'm not saying you can't have a good time. I'm not saying it's the weekend and you can't go out and do whatever you do and enjoy yourself, you know. And I understand that most people who go out on the weekend feel like they've had a rough week and they deserve to go out and do something on the weekend. I'm not saying you don't deserve it, but I am saying that if you're in a situation where you're not making the money that you want to make, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. Now, my last one, and this is a big one. Another waste of money when you're trying to level up. If you're a man chasing women, waste of money. Big waste of money. Waste of money. And here's the thing. What I'm trying to get my young brothers and sisters, and chasing men too. You know, if you're a teen, you in your 20s, your 30s, and you still chasing men, that go for women too. Because there's women out there chasing men just as well as there are men out there chasing women. So women, you are not exempt from that. It's a problem when you're trying to level up though. When you're trying to level up though, it's a problem. Now, if you don't think any of these things are a waste of money, then keep doing them. But I promise you, your life is not going to change. Look, at the end of the day, nobody's trying to beat you up and say that, you know, the things that you're doing is wrong. All I'm telling you is these things are keeping people from leveling up, from getting to another level of life. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see everything that's going on in this world right now. This world is shifting and it's changing. And the people that have no clue how to make their own money, you will be in trouble. You will be in trouble. So that's the only reason I'm making these videos, is to help you level up. Hopefully it inspired you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click any of the links below. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.